Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Aprendemos. I hope everybody is doing well and you're getting along with all that you guys are learning and preparing and so on and so forth. I myself, I'm quite busy learning Japanese, as I told you in my last podcast. Anyways, I've been going to a language school for the last couple of weeks, and it is so interesting. I am so happy I made that decision, and I'm enjoying it very, very much. And it is a demanding language. I have to practice every day, and but I'm enjoying it so far. So, well, as soon as I have more info and curiosities, I'll prepare a podcast and let you know about my process and how much I'm enjoying learning this language. But anyways, today I'm gonna tell you about a very, very important exam, at least in Spain. I've already told you about linguist skill and IELTS, TOEFL, etc., etc. But today I'm going to tell you about the king of English exams in Spain, which is the B2 Cambridge English, also known as a first certificate examination. Um, Please bear in mind, I live in Spain, and I know that in other countries, other kind of examinations are considered, and I've spoken about them in my previous podcasts. But in Spain, the most like taken is the B2 Cambridge exam, like Cambridge English First Certificate. I am Cambridge Invigilator exam in Barcelona. I've been collaborating in these exams since May 2023. So I prepare students for this exam, the B2 Cambridge exam, but I'm also an invigilator and an examiner. So I know this exam really, really well. I've seen all the stages of this exam, and I know it like the palm of my hand. Why is it the most successful exam in Spain? I really don't know, to be honest, because I quite like linguist skill and I quite like other exams. I I don't know. I don't know. I should have to make some research on why this exam has become so known in this country. But anyway, um, this exam, the B2 Cambridge exam, is like an upper intermediate level, and this exam is often used for academic, professional, and personal purposes. I've had students who just wanted to prepare for the B2 exam and they didn't really need it. Like nobody told them, you need this exam to get this job or whatever. They did it for personal reasons, but I do have a lot of students who were asked for the first certificate examination, like to go to another country to get a job. This this exam is accepted by universities, employers, and governments around the world, and it has something in common with all the other exams we've seen in this series of podcasts, which is it has different components, which is reading and use of English, writing, listening, and speaking. This is something that repeats in all the exams, so nothing new, to be honest. The reading and use of English. Okay, use of English is like grammar and vocabulary. So it's basically like how well you can use the language accurately, right? So how well you're using the language. It is tough, yeah. We're talking here about, I don't know, grammar, phrasal verbs, idioms, complex grammar, right? And then the reading. You've got something like articles, stories. So you've got like different texts, and you are assessed the ability to understand these these readings, these articles and essays, or whatever. Altogether, it's like an hour and 15 minutes, more or less. Then you've got the writing. Um, in the writing, you need to write two writings. One is compulsory, which is an essay, and the other could be a letter, an email, a review, a proposal. You're given different options, and you choose one. And I think you have like an hour and 20 minutes um, to do the writing. Then you have the listening, which is like 40 minutes, and you have four listenings. Yeah. And you've got like conversations, interviews, different broadcasts, multiple choice exercises, short answer questions. Like, you're being tested on your understanding of the language and the information. And then finally, the speaking, which is like 15 minutes. And this exam, the speaking exam, is taken in pairs, right? And you have like an introduction, personal questions. Then you've got like a general conversation. Then you've got a topic for about a minute, which is usually two photographs, and you need to compare, describe, and answer a couple of questions, and then an discussion and interaction, like a collaborative task. And this is the last part. You're supposed to interact with the other candidate and do a little bit of, I agree, I disagree, and reach an agreement and all that. And that's it. That's the exam. Probably many people who are listening to this podcast have already done the B2 first certificate examination, and you know what I'm talking about. And this is, not new for you. Um, the scoring, um, each section is scored separately. Yeah, but then they are combined and you get an overall grade. Yeah, so when you receive the PDF with the grade, you get like a global score. Yeah, it could be A or a B or a C. Yeah. Now, as I mentioned in previous podcasts, you need to prepare if you want to, go for the B2, and you really need to improve vocabulary and grammar. This is really important. Yeah, you need to get familiar with the exam format and do a lot of practice tests. You need to read books, watch movies, listen to English to, improve your language skills. And needless to say, there are a lot of preparation courses online and probably in a language school near you. Yeah. And there are a lot of schools which prepare candidates for the first certificate exam. Many courses online, many free resources. Yeah. Um, it is not an easy test, if I'm honest. Like, you really need to have a good command of the language, but it's not so difficult after all. And after the B2, there's the C1, which is like the advanced level. Many people, when they've already, you know, when they already got the B2, they go for the C1. Um, but I'll talk about the C1 in another occasion. But anyway, there are plenty of specific tips on any of the sections, that you need to pass this exam. Feel free to write in the comments section, your experience with this exam, or if you need some resources, if you're thinking about, taking it in a short future. Feel free to ask if you need some resources or guidance. Yeah. And as usual, what I would say is practice, prepare yourself for the exam, get a good, grammar knowledge, whether you have a teacher or you go to a language school or you do it on your own. Practice a little bit every day. Yeah. Um, the exam fee is around €200, so it is not cheap. Yeah. So think about it. Make sure that you really want to do it and you're prepared before you pay the fees, and and you go for it. Well, anyways, thanks a lot for listening once again. I send you all my best wishes, whatever it is you're doing and whenever you are. And till the next podcast. Bye. Bye bye.